Hi, and welcome to the Baron's channel. I am the Baron, better known as Cal, but also the Baron. I thought I'd do a quick introduction video to introduce you to what I do here. And what I do here is mostly gaming stuff. If you look back through my channel, you'll find Let's Plays of board games, which I would love to be able to do again, though the setup is quite complicated, and I moved house recently, so it's difficult to get those videos together, especially in the current climate we're in, because getting that many people around a table to play some of these board games can be quite difficult. You'll also hear dramatic readings of weird books that me and my wife collect. But the main thing that you will see, and the main content that you will listen to, watch, and be bemused by or hate me completely for, is the Dungeons and Dragons and TTRPG content. So I do some advice for games masters and players, as well as just general content for anyone who wants to get into role-playing games. If you have any suggestions, if you have any questions about what might be stopping you from playing a game, whether it's difficulty finding a group, or difficulty getting someone interested to play, or even just you're nervous about playing due to whatever reasons, please drop me a message, and I will endeavour to make a video targeted for you, because if you're having these problems, loads of other people will have the problems. The other things that are released as well is every Monday is, well, as many Mondays as I can hit due to time constraints and situations, and just everything else, is my Dungeons & Dragons 1E campaign, really going retro on that. It's Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 1st edition, with only a few additional rules from the Unearthed Arcana and extended canoninity and extended rules as presented by TSR, the original developers of Dungeons & Dragons, under Gary Gygax. So it's as core as I can go, and still make it playable, because bloody hell is the system janky. It really is. And those come out on Mondays. Not every Monday, but most Mondays there will be a video. Go and have a look at those if you're interested. On Fridays, there is also the recordings of my 5e campaign, which is introducing two new players. Neither of them have ever really played. One has never played Dungeons & Dragons before, or any tabletop role-playing games. She is completely new to the system and has only played these sessions, and that's it. With the exception of a few one-off made sessions, and that's it. The other one is an experienced role player, but has not played Dungeons & Dragons, especially not 5th edition. And that one is a bit more relaxed. It comes out at least once, maybe twice a month on a Friday. So if you like Dragons and 5th edition, those are the videos for you. And what is the objective of Baron Party Play, which is sort of my all overarching name for my videos, the Baron Party Play, because I am the Baron and they are my party, and they play the games that I set out for them. And that's quite simple. Videos and groups like Critical Role and other groups who obviously have the time and money to put into this and make this their primary career do present fantastic content. It is amazing, it is amusing, it is fun, it is great to watch and great to get into, and it's amazing having these professional role players and professional voice actors playing a game that we all love. The problem with that, though, is that has brought a lot of people into Dungeons and Dragons and other tabletop role-playing games expecting that level of professionalism, quality, and system. Now, I'm not saying that I'm here to correct that, because there's nothing wrong with having high standards, but it's also understanding that not every games master is Matt Mercer, and not every wizard is Caleb/Liam O'Brien. So I wanted to present genuine role players, genuine hobbyist role players who love the system, love the game, and enjoy and are friends through this, playing custom homebrew settings, and showing how these games really look on your typical Friday night, round at your mate's house or over a Skype chat or over Discord or whatever your medium of using this is, not drinking tea, drinking beer or cider or having a couple of cocktails. I mean, for God's sake, when I first started playing role-playing games with a larger group, we used to meet in a pub every week, and we would stay there for about 1 o'clock in the afternoon until about 7, 8 o'clock at night, just playing Dungeons and Dragons and ordering pitchers of beer, and that's what we would do, and that would be our Saturday afternoon. And that's kind of what I want to show in these videos, like what a real group looks like. And that's not to say that Critical Role Realm isn't a real group. They are a real group. They are actual friends who are playing games, and it's fantastic. But I'm in a real group in the sense of this is not our job. This is not something we do for money. We would like to do this for money. I would love to be a professional games master and to create content for Wizards of the Coast or Chaosium. Definitely Chaosium. I love the RuneQuest system, so Chaosium, if you are watching this, I will run a game that is RuneQuest and pay me money, please. I am, of course, being silly, but you wouldn't believe that actually worked when my wife made a comment about Card King Pro sending us stuff, and then Card King Pro obviously sent us a couple of dice bags to review and use in a couple of videos. And thank you again for that. That was an amazing thing to do. So that's what these videos are about. It's showing real people playing real games, how we play them. And because of that, there are jump cuts. You'll notice, especially with the older videos, where there's just a cut at one point and you can see that everyone's moved around or we're having a conversation about something else. The reason for that is because in that intermediary time, people have gone to the toilet, we've talked about work, we've talked about things worrying us, we've talked about just random things that are on our mind or to talk to each other. Because for a lot of players and a lot of my groups especially the 1E group, that is our once a week where we can actually talk to our friends because they live in a different city to us. So that's kind of the reason. I don't want any personal information of my party or myself being out there on the internet where it could be misconstrued or cause trouble. So that's the reason for the jump cuts. And people might comment saying, well, why don't you just not talk about it during the games? Why don't you do this or this or this? And the reason for that is simple. We don't play for 2 hours or 3 hours like they do on other channels. We play for about 5 to 6 hours on average, which, from what I've been told, that is relatively normal for most RPG groups. At least it's definitely normal for me. I mean, my groups used to run for about 8 hours. It would be a full day. And because of that, we do use some of that time to talk to each other as friends, not as in character. So that's why. I'm not going to restrict my party from talking in-game. And I would rather put in the effort to jump cut and put in those areas. And I will detail like things that happen during that. Because to be honest, sometimes it might be there's like 3 minutes of maths, which gets kind of boring. Or it might be because we've just had a conversation about something a bit sensitive or something that's worrying one of us. So please view these videos for what they are, as a group of friends and a group of nerds playing games that they love with people that they love and having a great time. And if you like them, if you like these videos and like this kind of content, like, subscribe, drop me a message, and I look forward to continuing to make these videos because I'm going to continue the story no matter what, and I would love it if you in YouTube land can join us for the adventure. Thank you very much, and bye.